All right, folks, now we're going to switch gears real fast. Go to Robert O'Brien, former National Security Advisor. Where is Ambassador O'Brien? There he is. So we touched on it a little bit with Laura Ingraham. Bilateral or trilateral or no lateral? All right, Putin, Trump, and Zelensky. What is your prediction, or what do you know, Ambassador Robert O'Brien, about this alleged meeting or set of meetings?
Well, first of all, Larry, it's nice to be on after Laura, a good friend, and she's spot on with everything. So that's great to follow her. Look, the meeting is brilliant. In fact, I was going to send a text to the president and congratulate him. Whatever happens in the meeting, America wins, President Trump wins, because he's got Putin coming to the table. The world expects Putin to make concessions and to end this war. President Trump has made it very clear that it's time for the killing of the civilians to stop, and this war has to end. And Putin's now, walking into the briar patch, and is going to have to show some progress, or he's going to have the whole world united against him. And these secondary sanctions are going to go into effect, and he's going to be in real trouble with his economy.
But why won't Putin meet with Zelensky?
Look, I think for Putin, a one-on-one with the Russian leaders always want a one-on-one with an American leader, because it shows that they're a superpower. It shows that they're a great power. And so I think the first step is probably a one-on-one with Trump, and Trump will get him set straight on what needs to happen. And by the way, I think, Larry, and you've seen this, President Trump is going to, his legacy is going to be as the greatest peacemaker in American history, certainly. I mean, you think about Abraham Accords, Serbia, Kosovo, Afghanistan, until Biden screwed it up, the Gulf Rift, that was in the first term. Now in this term, we've got Congo and Rwanda, we've got India, Pakistan. He's going to solve the Israeli situation one way or another very soon. And now he's bringing the Russian leader to the table to tell him, hey, this war's got to end. What a legacy for Trump. I mean, certainly the greatest peacemaker in U.S. history, but maybe in world history. I mean, this is pretty extraordinary.
Agreed with all that. He should get a couple Nobel Peace Prizes. So let's go to Israel for a second.
Shelf full.
Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Israel will now militarily take over all of Gaza, even the parts that have still be wide open. And, of course, the hostage system remains. What happens here? Does Israel take over Gaza? Secretary of State Rubio suggested to me in our interview last night that the United States will continue to back Israel. It's Israel's situation there. How do you see that? Israel taking over Gaza? And what about a hostage release? I mean, Hamas... You'll never have peace. You'll never have peace as long as Hamas is still hanging around Gaza. That's for sure. What do you see, Robert?
No, as long as they have the hostages. I mean, they've treated these hostages like animals. I mean, this is like something we've seen out of World War II, out of Auschwitz or Treblinka. I mean, the videos that we've seen and the way that they treat these, they're absolutely inhumane. And Larry, I'll just make one point. The only world leader other than Netanyahu, Bibi, who's raising the plight of the hostages is Donald Trump. In his interview with press conference with Keir Starmer in the UK, he talked eloquently about the hostages and the way they're being treated. And look, I said this from the start 2 years ago after October 7th, that Israel's going to have to take over all of Gaza to rescue the hostages. But now I think what Netanyahu's done by getting the Security Council to give him the green light is he's increased his leverage, and if Hamas wants to have any chance of getting out of there alive, they've got to turn over the hostages now.
Robert, I hate to cut you off. Mr. Trump is talking. I want to toss to him.